Hey, Hampton Roads Associates, Russell Peden here with my good friend and business partner, Mr. Will Dadzie. It's that time of the month, guys. Yes, it's time for the Basics Fundamentals Training class once again. We started these back in October. Momentum is going crazy month over month. We had our best class in December. We simulcast it, streamed it all across the country. You've been asking when the next one's coming, and we've been telling you it's going to come, and it's right here this weekend, February 23rd in Hampton, Virginia. Right, Mr. Dadzie? Give them the details.
That's right, guys. Hey, I tell you what, it's an exciting time, and here's why it's an exciting time. Look, we just kicked into 2019. Lots of people are having momentum. People have massive goals, right? Because when we're getting out of 2018, we were building that momentum, and everyone said, you know what? I want to have an explosive 2019. I'm trying to take my business to the next level. And so that's what's so exciting about this, right? Because typically, Mr. Peden, you know, when we have any type of class or anything that's going on, we typically just have one class, everybody's in there. And sometimes you have some people who are newer, who they're really excited about the information that they're learning. But then you have those individuals who are a little bit more seasoned, and you know what? They're like, I would like to know some next level things, you know, how to take my business to the next level. So this is a way that everyone can get exactly what it is they need. You know, 2 different classrooms, 2 different rooms, multiple awesome trainers teaching the very things, the very principles that you need to succeed. So if you're brand new, we'll teach you the ABCs and the 1, 2, 3s and how to become successful. If you're more seasoned, right, maybe perhaps you want to know how to get your team to duplicate what you're doing. Maybe perhaps you want to figure out how to get your team more involved, right? So where people are, you know, signing people up with memberships and recruiting new talent, and not just recruiting them, but getting them plugged in and getting them paid and promoted and keeping that trend going, right? These are things we're going to talk about and so much more.
You know what, guys, and as Mr. Dadzie said, you know, this is going to be, this you guys have asked for, especially those that have been around supporting the events, the Super Saturdays, the big events, and our basics training. You said, man, Mr. Peden, we've got the fundamentals, but what about some advanced training? What about that deep dive you guys always talk about with the compensation plan? What about that deep dive into the real business building, goal setting, 6-figure income, residual type training that I want to build a big business that'll pay me for a long time. Well, that's the sort of stuff we're going to be teaching in the advanced side of the class. Now, don't worry, you new folks. We're going to give you what you need, because you got to get those fundamentals down. You got to learn how to crawl before you can walk. And then if you want to run, then you next month when we do the next one, then you can come to the next, and you want to sit in on the advanced side. But we're going to split it up, because you guys asked for it. We're going to give you the training that you need on one side and the training that you absolutely have to have on the other. And that's the fundamentals of it. So it's going to be an incredible morning, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. You're going to come in. We're going to be all together. Then we're going to split the class up, hit those training concepts that we need to hit on both sides, come back again for the end of the day for some recognition and some information and some promotions. And it's just going to be a phenomenal day. I can't wait. I've been looking forward ever since we decided to split the course. Mr. Dadzie and I have been talking about what we can do on one side, what we should do on the other. And we're going to give you the stuff that you've been asking for, the stuff that you want and that you need to explode your business. You're talking about 2 guys that have been leading the Cabo San Lucas leaderboard ever since they announced it back in October. We're going to show you how we did that and how you can do it and how you can start putting yourself in the position to dominate and win every other trip that the company puts on the board. Mr. Dadzie's qualified the last couple of trips in a row. He was in Las Vegas a month ago. And before that, the trip before that in Nashville, it's going to be in Cabo, and the trip that's coming up after that, I guarantee we're going to talk about how these little tips and trips, to both mentally and within your business, to help you position yourself to be a person who's always on the leaderboards, always qualifying for every promotion, trip, incentive that they put out there. It's going to be an amazing training, guys. We are promoting it like crazy because we're super excited about what you're going to learn this weekend here in Hampton at our basics training. Mr. Dadzie?
So, hey, you know, where's it going to take place? Look, we even had to switch the location, not too far up, but we had to switch the location. So we're going to be at the Hilton Garden Inn right in front of the Marriott Spring Hill Suites. Right? That's 1999 Power Plant Parkway. It's from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Look, this is one of those trainings that you don't want to come alone, right? If you're building a team, if you're looking to take your team to the next level, guess what? Your team needs to learn what you're learning. They need to see what you're seeing, hear what you're hearing, feel what you're feeling, right? So that you can all grow as one big unit. And so it's only what, $10, $11 actually, $11 to register online. The link will be in the description below, right, Mr. Peden? And
That's right.
you want to make sure that you're there. You want to make sure you promote this thing, right? The great thing about some people are saying to themselves, you know what, man, we're in 2019 already, and man, we're already, approaching the third month of the year, right? And I'm nowhere near where I want to be. Some people are like, you know what, I'm almost on track, but if I can really push, this is the class that's going to get you where you need and want to be. That's why you want to make sure you're there. That's why you want to pick up the phone and call your team. Get them out there. This is why you want to make sure you've got guests at the Thursday night weekly business briefing. Why? You can get them signed up. And once you get them signed up, you can get them into the class. And if you get them into the class, they'll have a launch to success. And that is the spark that you're going to need to take your business to the next level.
Absolutely, guys. So the links in the description below or in the email below. Be sure to pre-register for the class. You can pay at the door, but why not just go ahead and pre-register? That way you can get your team registered as well. It's going to be a great training. Get there early, grab a good seat, and then we're going to have a great training. 9 to 1 this Saturday, February 23rd in Hampton at the Hilton Garden Inn there on Power Plant Parkway. So we look forward to seeing everybody on Saturday. And we'll look forward to seeing you on Thursday night at the briefing, where you're going to hear more about the training, get a chance to meet some of our trainers as well. And we'll just see you on Saturday. Bye, guys, everybody. We'll see you guys Saturday. Can't wait.
Bye. Can't wait.
Bye, guys. Good stuff. Let me stop that training.